This is why Meghan Markle and Prince Harry decided to announce pregnancy in Australia. Prince Harry has revealed why he and Meghan chose to announce their baby news on their recent trip to the other side of the world. The royal revelation was reported tonight on the new ITV1 show Harry and Meghan, the first tour. Daphne Dunn captured the hearts of millions when she met the prince in 2015 and again in 2017 after she waited in the pouring rain wearing her late husband's Victoria Cross. She told tonight's show her friend Harry, who she said she has a real connection with, had always wanted a baby, adding that his new wife was beautiful. She said at the time, "I think it's wonderful. It's what he's always wanted. He will be a marvelous dad. He won't let anything stand in his way and he will be so gentle and loving. This should be an Australian baby." The Sussexes touched down in Australia on October 15th, shortly before news of Meghan's pregnancy hit the headlines across the globe. Almost 6 months after their fairy tale wedding at Windsor Castle, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex set off on their first official royal tour. ITV's royal editor Chris Shipp followed Harry and Meghan on their 16-day trip across the South Pacific, taking in the stunning sights of Australia, Fiji, Tonga and New Zealand. He told how Megmania quickly gripped Australia and how the stylish new princess even won over hardened Republicans. She said at the time, "I think it's wonderful. It's what he's always wanted. He will be a marvelous dad. He won't let anything stand in his way and he will be so gentle and loving. This should be an Australian baby." The Sussexes touched down in Australia on October 15th, shortly before news of Meghan's pregnancy hit the headlines across the globe. Almost 6 months after their fairy tale wedding at Windsor Castle, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex set off on their first official royal tour. ITV's royal editor Chris Shipp followed Harry and Meghan on their 16-day trip across the South Pacific, taking in the stunning sights of Australia, Fiji, Tonga and New Zealand. He told how Megmania quickly gripped Australia and how the stylish new princess even won over hardened Republicans. Cheeky Luke Vincent gave Prince Harry a hug and rubbed his ginger beard before hugging Meghan. The tour coincided with the Invictus Games in Sydney, the sporting event founded by Harry to give sick and injured service personnel and veterans the opportunity to compete in sports. The couple braved the choppy seas and took a boat out to a 40-foot yacht where they laughed and smiled while watching a race. The royals were given the warmest and most colorful welcome during their visit to the Kingdom of Tonga, which came to a standstill for their visit. Harry and his new wife were then given a traditional Maori greeting as they arrived in New Zealand, rubbing noses with Maori elders. Meghan and Harry were officially welcomed into the country with a poiri, a ceremony involving singing and dancing, at Government House in Wellington. The Duchess of Sussex then grabbed all the headlines by showing off her welly-wanging skills. Harry and Meghan went head-to-head after planting trees and dedicating 20 hectares of forest to the Queen's Commonwealth Canopy (QCC) scheme in Auckland. They each had 2 children on their team and took it in turns throwing boots as other pupils cheered them on. The Duchess's team emerged victorious after she landed her boot a good meter closer to the target than her hubby. Meghan Markle and Kate Middleton can wear shorter dresses while pregnant. When Kate Middleton and Meghan Markle step out in public, they're almost always dressed pretty conservatively. That especially goes for Middleton, considering she has to follow royal protocol more strictly in preparation for one day becoming queen. Markle has definitely been less afraid to bend the rules, including numerous shoulder-bearing or all-black outfits since joining the royal family. When Middleton was pregnant with each of her 3 children, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, you may have noticed her hemlines got a lot shorter. And now that Markle is pregnant, she'll likely be starting to bear more leg as well. Apparently, there's a good reason for this. Here's why both Markle and Middleton can wear shorter dresses while pregnant. It's more flattering with a baby bump. First and foremost, the royal family has to look the part anytime they step out in public. And while short dresses might typically contradict that, it's actually helped Middleton flatter her baby bump better in the past. Cecil Raynaud, the founder of Seraphine, one of Middleton's favorite maternity brands, told InStyle, highlighting legs and arms is always a good trick to keep a nice silhouette. Kate did go shorter for sure, Raynaud added. She went shorter on a couple of occasions well above her knee, which she never does normally. And especially in winter, because when she wore opaque black tights, it looks okay. It doesn't look too much because it's not bare legs, it's black opaque tights with a shorter dress. Markle will likely follow suit. We've already seen Markle break royal fashion rules numerous times, but as her bump grows, she might continue to go shorter. Because her pregnancy is going to be a winter pregnancy, I think she's more likely to shorten her hemline, Renaud says. Which makes sense, considering Middleton's short dress and tights combinations. And also she'll probably wear what we've seen at Eugenie's royal wedding, this kind of coat dress. Markle will probably give up midi dresses. As Markle continues to wear shorter dresses, we probably won't get to see her in one of her signature styles for a bit, midi dresses. Renaud told Page 6 she has been seen very much in this midi length, which is very much in fashion, and I'm not sure this is flattering when you're pregnant. So I think we may see her shortening the hemline from what we've seen her in pre-pregnancy. That kind of mid-calf length tends to make the skirt look more like a tent, and obviously nobody wants that, Renaud added. So it's quite difficult to pull off that midi length unless it's a bodycon. As soon as it's a bit of an A-line, then it does give you too much circular volume on the skirt and gives you the tent effect. She'll probably wear more trousers, too. Aside from shorter dresses, Renaud also thinks Markle will stick to wearing a lot more trousers. I can see that Meghan is going to wear a lot of skinny trousers because skinny and cropped trousers have been her signature since she began this new public life, she said. In her engagement photos she had this cream wrap coat, so I could see her wearing some of these coats that almost look like a dress coat, the designer continued. And generally, I think she's going to be a little less classic than Kate because she can. Because of her position, she doesn't have to adhere to the etiquette quite as strongly. Markle's mother Doria sparks speculation of UK move after Queen's big gesture. Meghan Markle's mother Doria Ragland could be set for a move to the UK after securing an important invitation from the Queen. Ms. Ragland, 62, impressed senior royals including the Queen with her shy and gentle nature displayed at her daughter's royal wedding and during Meghan's first solo project when she launched the cookbook Together. And now the social worker looks set to attend Christmas celebrations at Sandringham after the Queen invited her to stay. The mother of the bride was the only member of Meghan's family to attend the ceremony at Windsor Castle and was praised for her graceful appearance amid the turmoil surrounding Meghan's father Thomas Markle. Spending Christmas at Sandringham will only strengthen her relationship with the royal family, and Meghan will be about 5 months pregnant by then. A senior royal source said that the unique move was a very thoughtful gesture. The source added, "It's a mark of the Queen's respect for Meghan and an acknowledgement that she doesn't have any other relations in this country, unlike Kate, who has the support of a very close family." The Duchess of Sussex and her mother reportedly speak on the phone every day, and a move to the UK could be on the cards with Meghan's royal baby on the way. Meghan's mother has already been seen taking part in nanny classes at a US parenting center and is keen to be hands-on with her first grandchild. A source told the Daily Star Doria's been taking newborn specialist classes with the Cradle Company. Two of the teachers, Brandy and Hannah, are training Doria at their home half an hour away to avoid attracting unwanted attention. Meghan wants to avoid hiring staff, if possible, once her first child arrives. The thought of having her mum move in with them and take on the role of baby nurse is the best possible solution to that. Ms. Ragland also left her job as a social worker for the D.D. Hirsch Mental Health Services Clinic in Law before the royal wedding. Meghan was last seen in public with her mother in September to mark the launch of a cookbook at an outdoor reception in Kensington Palace.